Come in.
How's it going, man? Aaron Marsh, Salesforce.
Hey, nice to meet you, Jeff.
Jeff, I'm going to go ahead and give you my business card.
Okay. I'll go ahead and give you mine as well.
All right, awesome. So just wanted to confirm we still have that 8 to 10 minutes for the meeting that we previously agreed on?
Yeah, that's a good time frame.
Okay, great. How's your week been so far?
It's been a little bit of crazy, a lot of things going on, a lot of positive things. I can't really complain. Just, got to enjoy the process a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. My reference told me that you're a big baseball guy.
I am. I'm not too big a fan of the Cubs, so I'm enjoying seeing the Dodgers, beat up on them a little bit.
Yeah, same here. So I just kind of want to set the agenda for the meeting, so to speak. What we're going to do, I want to kind of get a feel for the needs of Five. I know you guys are on the hunt for a new CRM system.
Right.
So I just kind of want to get a feel for what y'all are looking for exactly.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I wanted to ask, what does the decision-making process look like? Who's involved in it? And just give me a little bit of insight into how that works.
Right. So I am on the management board. I have a big voice in that discussion, but I would have to go back the information you give me today, talk to them a little bit, see if it's something that we're interested in, potentially have another conversation with you later down the road. So there are more people involved, but I am a big voice in that discussion.
Okay, great. So also, will anyone else be joining us in this meeting?
That's just me today.
Okay, awesome. So last thing before we get started, do you mind if I take notes?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So just go ahead and dive in.
Right.
What kind of CRM system is Five currently using?
So right now, it's a bit of a jumble. A bunch of our different sales employees are using their own platforms. One could be using Outlook, another one is using something else that might be web-based. It's not one cohesive unit right now. They're all using something that they're comfortable with, something that provides them, again, the most comfortability. It allows them to do what they want and how they know how to do what they want. So that's what it looks like right now.
Okay. That kind of leads into the next thing I wanted to ask. Seems like you said, it's kind of a jumble. Right. So what specifically is a reason for wanting a new CRM system?
To elaborate further on what we just talked about, it would be better if all of our employees, all of our salespeople at least, are on the same system so that they don't. We've had an issue with double calling. Our clients don't really appreciate it whenever they get called from different sales reps from our company twice. It could lead to us losing them, which no one wants that. That's definitely a reason for us to want to get on one main system so people can keep track of who they've called, who's delegated to who. So that would be a definite need for us.
Okay. So, like you just said, double sales calls.
Right.
No one likes that. Along with that, are there any other disadvantages that your current system causes within Five?
From a managerial standpoint, it can be tough to keep track of my employees sometimes, the salespeople and who all they're contacting, how that goes. About 20% of our sales pipeline is shared throughout the company, and sometimes that 20% can be hard for me to track, and that causes me to lose some time, have to go back and have those conversations when I could spend that time doing something else, forming new relationships, things like that. So from a managerial standpoint, it can be tough because I don't always know what my employees have going on.
Okay, I understand that. When it comes to, like you're saying, you don't really know what goes on with your employees, do you ever feel like your current system causes a lack of communication within the employee relationship?
I'm glad you brought that up. We had a situation last week where there was a meeting when employees get together, and as I mentioned, that 20% of our sales pipeline is shared information that we're supposed to be able to talk about, and employees were having to pull up. About half of the meeting's duration was spent people having to get all the right information, people just not being on the same page. So employees have definitely voiced to me as well that they feel like they're not on the same page as others, which I think is a major issue we need to address.
Yeah, definitely a major issue. So continuing on with the employee's opinion on it, are there any of your employees unhappy with the current system that you're using?
I think that they're comfortable with it, which that doesn't mean that they're incredibly satisfied. There's definitely points of dissatisfaction that they've mentioned to me, and I think that it would be okay to get out of their comfort zone a little bit in order to gain some of that efficiency. So while they say they're comfortable with it, they've also voiced concerns with, as mentioned before, the double calls, the not being on the same page, not being able to see what everyone else is doing. So there's plenty of concerns that they have definitely voiced to me and other people on the management board.
Okay, so when it comes to that, where the information can't be shared easily, how is that information processed when it can't be shared in an efficient way?
That involves people having to make multiple phone calls, having to call people from different areas to get information that this one person might have, and then have to call another person to get information that they might have. So it's just time lost, but that is how that information processing goes. And if we were all on the same page, it would just be something that we could spend time doing something that's more productive.
Yeah, it definitely seems like some valuable time being lost with that process.
Definitely.
Just being more lengthy by having to gain all that information that some employees just don't have.
No doubt.
So how would it be useful for all of the information to be shared on one system instead of like your current multiple systems?
It would be, again, from a managerial standpoint, just being able to see everything. It would allow us to spend less time having to track down information, having to make sure we don't make mistakes, when we could use that time allocated to building new relationships, being able to see what everyone's doing, and managing our current relationships. I think that we've been growing a lot, in our small time being in business, but I think that having something more efficient, being on one platform, would allow us to reach heights that we haven't even thought about yet. So as far as that's concerned, being on one system would have multitude of benefits for us.
Yeah, I mean, going off of you saying how you guys want to continue to grow like you have in these past couple of years,
right?
How do you feel that a new CRM system would help the managers of Five create that growth and help continue?
It's a weight off of our backs. We don't want to spend our time having to track down what employees are doing, making sure clients aren't getting double called. It's a way for us to really be able to see where we're at in the sales pipeline, where we're at in sales dialogue with each and every one of our clients, and spend that time to really reach into new markets. We're in a really cutting edge industry, so we want to reach out to as many markets as we can. It's kind of a wild west a little bit, out there. So it's just time we could spend to really hone in on all of our strengths in one system and be able to reach new markets and build all these new relationships.
Yeah, definitely. So to summarize, I just kind of want to go over what I've gained just from your insight about this whole situation. So it seems like when you talk about the double phone calls, that there's this lack of kind of like an inefficient collaboration that's going on within Five.
I'd say so. It's a good term.
And also, the next thing I noticed is that there's just seemed to be, when it came to customer information, like your example with the meetings, it just seemed like there was kind of a lack of that real-time sharing. Like it's a process for everyone to kind of be on the same page.
It's definitely an issue.
And lastly, like we just talked about, it's tough for the managers to kind of watch over the employees and know everything that's going on when there's all these multiple systems and information isn't shared that easily and efficiently.
Right.
Does that sound about right?
I'd say all those are accurate.
Okay, awesome. I think now I have enough information. I kind of get a better picture of what the needs of Five are.
Right.
And I can go back to my team and we can kind of create an accurate package. And I would love to set up a meeting sometime next week where I could come back and show that to you.
Okay, I could bring some of my people from the board, some of those decision makers. Think that we're really interested in what you guys have to offer.
Okay, awesome. Does next Wednesday sometime work?
Sounds good. I'll go talk to them about it. Set up something.
Okay, awesome. Great to meet you, Jeff.
Well, Aaron, nice meeting you. Have a good day.